Is that the ephemera doing? What is that? Please tell me it's not been like that throughout the entire video. The Stahlta is an interesting primary rifle. It requires mastery rank 10 and it has 2 different fire modes. The primary fire is fully automatic, does mainly slash damage with a decent amount of puncture as well, and it comes with a 24% crit chance, 1.8 times crit multiplier, and a 22% status chance. But there's also a secondary fire which consumes 20 rounds and charges up a big explosive bolt. This bolt actually does a good amount of damage on direct hit, but it also explodes after 0.4 seconds for a mad amount of radiation damage. This comes with a 40% crit chance, a 3 times crit multiplier, and a 32% status chance. Which is really nice because you can use both fire modes with the same build. Getting the Stahlta isn't that bad. The blueprint has about a 15% chance to drop from Jackal, and all the other parts come from Granum Void. The receiver comes from regular Granum Void, barrel from Nightmare Granum Void, and the stock from Extended Granum Void. Though you do need to get to Rotation C, so you need to get at least 75 kills in there. I don't know why they don't do this more often. A lot of the time when they do a secondary fire, it has different stats, so you essentially need 2 different builds or hybridize it. But not for the Stahlta. For the Stahlta, if we look at the secondary fire, it's just like a better version of the primary fire. So let's give it an adapter. I have been using Deadhead a lot recently, I kinda finally warmed up to it, but for this one we definitely want to go Merciless because it works well on both the primary and secondary fire. Let's get the standard assortment of Galvanized Staff, Chamber for a bit of multi-shot, Scope for some crit chance, and Galvanized Aptitude, which, like, if I remember correctly, this weapon has travel time on the primary fire, so it should be multiplicative. It is multiplicative. It's actually multiplicative on the secondary fire as well, though only on direct hits. Let's get some crit damage with Vital Sense. This is gonna be a pretty box standard build. Let's get Hunter Munitions for more slash. Get Viral in there and probably some Fire Rate. Oh yeah, we need some Fire Rate. That's way too slow. I think we're just gonna go with, where is it? Vile Acceleration there. Just to get a ton of fire rate at the cost of a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure we can just go for max steel path with this setup. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the right amount of fire rate. What about the secondary fire though? One more. That is true. The explosion is massive. One thing I am noticing with the primary fire though is that it's not very accurate. It sprays around a lot. Maybe it would be worth putting in guided ordnance. It would be 2 extra forma, but let's see. That is a very noticeable difference. My god. Yeah, it's pinpoint accurate now. Okay, let's slap a D under aptitude and then we need to reformat the Exiles into a V as well. For now, we can just put in Vigilante Supplies. We don't really need the mutation, but the set bonus is nice. There you go, let's get an Affinity Blessing. Be blessed, people of the relay. Yes, bow before your king. Are you joking? Like, for real? Oh, okay. I know this is gonna sound dumb, but I don't want to put the accuracy on. Because, like, it looks so cool when it sprays the bullets around. But when you put on the accuracy, it doesn't do that anymore, and it doesn't look as cool. I know it's stupid, but I like the way it looks when it sprays the bullets around. If you're not a moron, run guided ordnance, because you're gonna get much more accurate shots, and it's easier to headshot enemies. And you're not gonna miss as many shots. But I'm gonna stick with Vigilante Supplies, because I just like the way it looks when it's slightly inaccurate. Let's do a proper test. The ramp up, yeah, is a bit meh, especially with Harold, who's gonna be stealing all my bloody kills. He actually didn't do it this time around. Okay, so we're good. This is sick. I love the way this feels. The damage is tremendous as well. An exquisite combination of fun and damage. I like it. What about a Guardian Eximus? Corpus one as well. Very good. I don't remember the Stahlta being this fun. It sounds pretty good as well. And of course, we get Torment again, the one acolyte that constantly cleanses status. Oh my god, can you stop, please, for the love of God? That was a big hit. I think that was a direct hit with the secondary fire, when it was fully primed. Ooh la la, that was a big chunk. Oy, 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 I was worried about this. the Corpus ramp up is even worse. Because of all the shields? Yeah. Oh, and Harold steals my kill. You absolute bastard, Harold. Please, just let me get a kill. Let's use the secondary fire instead. Luckily, you only really need to get one kill for aptitude to kick in, and then you're good to go. I know I keep saying it over and over and over again, but this is very good. I love this very much. I think the reason I like this so much is thanks to Galvanize Aptitude being multiplicative. So you actually get a lot of upfront damage from that, and then you have the damage over time for really beefy stuff. Some of the beefier units, like this Moa for example, do take a few more shots than I would like, but that's fine, it's very rare that that happens. I really don't want to put the weapon down just yet, so let's try the Indifferent Facade as well, because they are made to counter setups like this. They are resistant to Vito and Slash. This is surprisingly good. I expected the Necramech half of the facade to go down fast, but not the actual facade like the Rocky Boys. This is awesome. This might actually become my default go-to rifle. I'm having so much fun with this. So in the end, we ended up going with a pretty box standard setup for the Stahlta. It's very meta-esque. We are missing a faction mod, but, you know, it's pretty much as meta as it gets. We run Galvanized Chamber for multi-shot, Galvanized Scope for crit, and Galvanized Aptitude for status chance and Condition Overload, which provides multiplicative damage scaling on direct hits on the primary and secondary fire. We then sprinkle in a little bit of crit damage with Vital Sense. We run Hunter Munitions for more slash procs, Vile Acceleration for a ton of fire rate at the cost of a tiny bit of damage, and we top it all off with Rhyme Rounds and Malignant Force for vital damage and status chance. Now, if you're not a dumbass like me and you don't enjoy pretty lights more than accuracy, I would very much recommend you run Guided Ordnance in the Exilus. It helps a lot and it will allow you to get far more consistent headshots. And for the Arcane, Merciless is fine, but you can also run Deadhead, you just need to get a few headshot kills every now and then. The Stahlta is an exquisite blend of fun and damage. You have a meaty primary fire with a massive explosion on the secondary fire, and it's a ton of fun as well. I would highly recommend you give this weapon a shot. You also have some options when it comes to the build. Yes, the Hunter Munitions Vital setup is very strong, but you could also go with the Mech Special, where you go Corrosive, Radiation, and either Heat or Cold. And that is pretty much all I wanted to say, so I thank you very much for watching, as always guys, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support, it does really mean a lot to me. And if you want to become a channel member as well, by the way, you can check out the memberships and stuff down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.